Hello, welcome to the second part of the tutorial on Jetpack. Just like what we did in the first one, we're going to create a new project. I think pick the preview, then click on next. Then let's say maybe my text app. Make sure you are in Kotlin. You can see you can't even change due to Kotlin. And minimum SDK is 5.0. It supports 5.0 and above. So I think it's 98.8 percentage of devices. So I think we're cool. So let's click on finish. So I would cut this and come back one. This tutorial is majorly on text. So on different formats. So the first thing I'm going to do here is let's cut this, then just create a column that's to display list. The reason why we could display this method here is because of this. We put it inside the preview. If you remove this preview or remove it here, it won't show. But this is the normal hierarchy of your application. That's once maybe you're done, you could create a method showing the preview. Then once you're done previewing, or maybe you feel it okay, you could just add it to make sure it's under the set content. Your composable will be displayed. So here we're just going to do what we did in the previous class, add a modifier. So add a modifier, then we just use the fill max width. Also, don't worry, I will explain more about this later. So we can now paste our uh, our text here. Then we can use something like maybe hello world. Okay, so the first preview. So let's build. So we'll see that we have a hello world. So here also we could use, since it's a column, we could use something like horizontal alignment. So I'll I'll show you guys this later. Uh, so don't bother with it. I'll show you guys later. So let's build again. So the main idea of this horizontal alignment is to display the content of our column that's at the center, horizontal center. So you can see now it's at the center. So here now, the first style will apply to this text here. So you could see that you could use just this text here. You just put your string, whatever string you want to put, maybe hello, I am here, so something like this. So you can see it updates real time. But sometimes it doesn't. You just need to press rebuild. So we could see that. Then here, let's change some basic things like maybe color. So we could change color. Then we do something like color. That's maybe let's use green. So we can use green. So it does not rebuild. So let's click on rebuild. You see it will change. So to change your color anywhere, that's on your text, you can use this color green. So you can see here. So to maybe increase the font size, you could use something like maybe 30.xp. Just like in when you're using XML, you use XP, DP, but you use XP for your text. So you do the same thing here also. So with this now you rebuild, so you see it updates. It will increase the size. So you could use maybe font width, then font width dot maybe, sorry, you could use font width dot bold. So you could use something like this. So you could use font width dot bold. So let's rebuild again. You see the changes here. That's it. Then I want to leave this. So let's duplicate this also. So you could also use something like font family here. So font family. So then you use font family dot maybe Sharif. So once you rebuild again, you see the effect. So also if you want to use external fonts, you could just go download, then you just put it in your XML, then you assign it to maybe if you have a bold text, you could actually assign it to bold, maybe italic text, you could assign it there and the rest. So you could see it has changed the text, um, the writing has changed. So that's for this. Then we could create another one. So I want to use different types. So we could call this maybe leave it as hello world. Then here also we leave it as 30. So here we could add a decoration here. So comma, then let's say text decoration. Then that's text decoration. So you could add line through. So let's save and see the effect of this. So let's change this color from green to maybe red. So you could see the line through. So let's build again to see the red. So you can see, okay, sorry, there's red. So just rebuild again. So you see the changes here, the red. So also you could add combine. So you could, let's copy this. I want to show the different effects. So let's paste this again. Then here we could use underline, or you could combine, use the word combine. Then you just use your array list. Then you could add something like text uh, decoration, then dots. Then you could use line through. Then maybe add another one, text decoration. Then you use maybe underline. So with these you've combined two. So let's build again. Then you see the difference. So also sometimes you can see the changes here. So let's change this color to maybe gray. Okay, gray. Let's change to gray. So in our next build, you see the difference. So also we could copy this again, this first one here. Then we could there are things you could do like um there are things you could do like you could add this resource inside your exam your so let's call this you could add this inside your resource folder. So maybe inside your value, then inside your string. Then let's paste this and then just copy this. I'm a lazy programmer, so I'm sorry. I love copying. So we could copy this and put it inside here. Then let's give the name like my, let's say hello world, something like this. So we could go back to our activity. Then we use something like get string, use something like string resource. So then here we could add r and string, then that's my hello world. So let's rebuild again. Let's rebuild this, then we'll see the difference. So you could, it's advised for you not to use your text directly here, but for you to put it in your XML, so it's still an XML. So for you to put it in your XML, so you could use the get resource, get string resource. So sometimes also there's this one you could use, maybe text align. Let's add a comma after this. So you can use text align, then text align dot center or maybe start. So let's load this and see the difference. So I think the default is, I think the default is center. So you could use start. So let's add a modifier to this. Modifier. Then you could add a modifier that may fill max width. So I think we need to add this before we see the difference. So let's rebuild again. What error? Okay, so we can see this now because our text is filling the width. So we could see the start effect here. You could see the start here. You could also use end and start. You could also use end. You could also use center. So whichever one you want. So let's repeat again. So you could use center end. So let's copy this again. So and add another one here. So you could use something like maybe max line. Let's remove this here for this one. So you can use something like max line. Then maybe you don't want your text to go past just a single line. So you could use maybe one. Then here we could to test for that we could use something like maybe repeat. Can repeat work on the XML directly? I don't think so. Okay, can we put it after? Okay, repeat. Then we could use something like maybe 30. So the repeat is just to duplicate the string that you entered here. Maybe either you use it directly on your maybe something like you could use repeat here. Then you give it the numbers of total repeats. So you could do something like that. So I think it also works on you putting directly on the get resource, because it returns I think a string. So let's build this. So you can see the repeat now. It's you can see here. So but uh let's remove the max line and let's see whether it extends more than the first line. So you can see the repeat effect. So yeah, we don't want that. So let's just maybe use a repeat of 1. Yeah, you can see it's back to normal. So also I want this to go back to center. So let's put a text align to be equal to text align dot center. So let's rebuild also. So okay, it's back at the center. So let's copy this again. We have more example to show. Then this thing we do in XML that we need to do in where you need to add two texts together. Maybe privacy. You have privacy. Then click me here. That kind of stuff. So we could add something like that here also. So we could, for this text, we just need to remove this text here. Then we use build annotation string. Then inside here you can add as many as possible. So we could use something like with style. Then with style we add a style. Then we add a span style. Then we could give it a color. the color of let's say color dot cyan. Then we could add a font size. So a font size of let's say maybe 20.sp. So with this, let's take this down. So with this, we could now add the body to this. So the body now takes in the append. So we could say something like append. Then maybe say something like sorry, say something like okay, let's use maybe agree before continuing in. So something like this. Then we could add another one. So we could add just a single append before here. So we could add something like append append. So use uh maybe my app. So this my app here, it will have the font and the text size, maybe the font size we gave here. So it will have this first colors here. Then this one we have the cyan color. So that's agree before continuing. Then we could actually add another with style also, maybe give it another color. Let's copy this, then put it underneath. So then we could do something like add color dot maybe let's add dark gray. So we could just add maybe click me. So here, so with these also we could give it maybe a less smaller or bigger color. Let's say maybe decide to give it 25. So with these you could add as many as possible. You could add another append here. So let's build this to see the effect of what we did here. So uh, so we can see where you have my app, agree before continuing, then click me here. So I want everything to be on a single line. So let's change this to maybe uh, let's say maybe 14. Then this also to 14. Let them have the same font size. So let's change this also to 14. So but if you want, you could make it different. I just want everything to be on the same line. So if possible, so with this now, you see the effect of this, like you apply different color. So but sometimes maybe it's just two. Maybe okay, I don't want to remove this, so it's demonstrate that we're using this. So then they click me also. So we could even make this red. So to show, usually sometimes maybe it's light red or something. So you have something like click me here. So that's how you could do this. So we could just remove this. This is just for an example. So we could add this here. Then let's comment this out. Let's remove it. Okay, Control Z. Let's comment it out. So we can rebuild again. So we could say agree before continue, then click me. So we've done something like this. So also, okay, sometimes you may need to add just this, so it add the extra space here. So that's it for that. So which one did I miss again? So we could add a shadow. Yes, we could add a shadow. So let's copy this using superscript and subscript. So I could copy this. No, let's use this. builder here. So we could just copy this, then paste it here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use different styles for this. So we could have a style called, we could create this at the top, a style called let's say superscript, maybe let's say var superscript, superscript script. Then we use equal to span style, then in brackets, then we could use something like say baseline shift, then we do baseline, sorry, baseline shift dot, then we could use superscript. Then also you could add decide to add maybe a font size, so let's say it's just 10.sp. Then you could decide to add a color, just any parameter you could add in your span style. So whatever it's here, you could actually add it. So let's just add a color that, let's say which color we're going to use this time. Okay, let's use yellow. So we could also create another one called subscript. So that's val, then you just change this to subscript. So here all what we just need to do is change this on to subscript. Then also we could use yellow here, or we could use another color. Let's use another color. So we could use which color can we use that we've not used? So let's just use red. Let's use red because red is very pronounced. So here all what we just need to do is go back to our text here. So assuming for where are we? Okay, here. So assuming for this one now, maybe we want to write something like maybe let's say 2, then maybe superscript. Let's uncomment this. So then maybe want to write another one, maybe 2. Then let's append. You see the result of this. Let's append another one. Let's say we append maybe times let's say times maybe then 2. Then also these will be another superscript here. So let's use 2. So all we just need to do is cancel, remove this text span, and maybe add a superscript here. Then we can copy these and put it here also and paste this here. So let's run this, then you see the effect of this. So you see this one is the base text, then this one will appear as a superscript, then this one is another base text, then this will also, sorry, instead of x let's put 2. So this also will appear as another superscript. So why is not building? So we could see the changes here. We could see it's not visible. So let's go back and change the superscript to what we could see. Change it to maybe bigger size, 2020. Then here we could change this also to red. Yellow is not that visible. So let's rebuild. So we could see that this has changed to 2. Yeah, we could see these now, these 2 times 2. So the same thing you could do for let's copy this for subscript, for subscript also. So we could do something like we could use something like log. Then for this one we could use superscript. Then this one would be like base, let's say maybe log 10 base 2. So let's remove this, then log 10 base 2. So superscript, and this will be subscript. So let's relaunch this. Let's relaunch our code. So you can see the many things we use build annotation for here. So build annotation string, like you could do a lot of things with it. So you can see the difference here. So if you like, you could actually put this 2 before the 10. So let's do that. So let's copy X, then just put this here. So let's rebuild again. So you can see, so it bring the 2 before the 10. So these are some of the things you could actually do. You could check the documentation to explore more things you could do. So you could do a lot of things. So don't worry about these modifiers. They are almost the same thing for all. We'll treat them in the next class. That's on talking about column, rows, and the rest. So thank you for joining me in the tutorial. See you guys in the next one. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.